Hey NFL fans, big news brewing in Cleveland. The Browns are reportedly gearing up for a major quarterback shakeup that could send shockwaves through their roster, and it might just mark the end of Shedeur Sanders' chance to make the team. That's right, the Browns could be trading for a proven $180 million Pro Bowl quarterback before training camp even kicks off. Let's dive into what this means for Cleveland's quarterback room and their 2025 outlook. The Cleveland Browns have been searching for stability at quarterback for years now. After the ups and downs of recent seasons, 2025 looks like a pivotal year for the franchise. Enter Shedeur Sanders, the young QB who's been battling to secure a roster spot. But according to a recent prediction from AOL.com's Jordan O'Malley, the Browns might pull off a blockbuster move, bringing in veteran Kirk Cousins from the Atlanta Falcons. This would shake up the depth chart in a huge way and likely push Sanders to the sidelines, or worse, out of Cleveland entirely. Now, why Kirk Cousins? Well, he's a known commodity in the league, a seasoned quarterback with a track record of production, including multiple Pro Bowl nods and a hefty $180 million contract. Sure, Cousins had a rough 2024 campaign, tying for the league lead in interceptions with 16, but he's still one of the more reliable veteran QBs out there. Right now, he's slated to back up Michael Penix Jr. in Atlanta, but that doesn't really make sense for the Falcons long-term. Cousins' contract is expensive, and having two starting caliber QBs on the roster rarely goes smoothly. It can create drama and cap headaches. So trading him makes sense for Atlanta, and it just might make perfect sense for the Browns. Cleveland's quarterback picture in 2025 is wide open and uncertain. The Browns aren't expected to have Deshaun Watson, who's been their starter for a while but has struggled with injuries and inconsistency. Instead, Cleveland's going into training camp with a four-way QB competition featuring Kenny Pickett, Joe Flacco, Dillon Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders. Each of these guys brings something to the table, but none have firmly secured themselves as the answer under center. Kenny Pickett's shown flashes, but hasn't fully proven he can lead a franchise. Joe Flacco is a veteran, but past his prime. Dillon Gabriel is intriguing, but unproven. And Shedeur Sanders, the youngest of the bunch, has upside, but is still raw. In this mix, Kirk Cousins would be a clear upgrade. A veteran presence who knows how to win and can keep the Browns competitive while the younger guys develop. One key piece of the puzzle here is head coach Kevin Stefanski. He knows Kirk Cousins well from their days together with the Minnesota Vikings. Stefanski was Cousins' offensive coordinator, and they built some solid chemistry during that time. Bringing Cousins back together with Stefanski would mean Cleveland isn't just getting any veteran QB. They're getting someone familiar with the system and the coach's style. That familiarity could help speed up the transition and bring some much-needed stability to the Browns' offense. So, what would it take for Cleveland to get Cousins? Reports suggest the Browns might give up a draft pick to secure him as the 2025 starter. That's a calculated risk, but one that makes sense if you're a GM trying to win now. Andrew Berry, the Browns' general manager, is likely feeling pressure to make a splash this offseason. With both Berry and Stefanski potentially on the hot seat, bringing in a proven QB like Cousins could be the move that changes the narrative for Cleveland's front office and coaching staff. Of course, the biggest casualty of this potential trade would be Shedeur Sanders. The young QB, son of legendary coach Deion Sanders, has shown promise but remains unproven at the NFL level. With Cousins in town, Sanders' path to the roster gets much steeper. Unless Sanders can significantly outplay the veterans in training camp, his chances of making the team or even sticking around look slim. It's a harsh reality, but the NFL is a business and teams are looking for wins now. If the Browns pull the trigger and land Cousins, They get an experienced, battle-tested QB to lead their offense. Cleveland has some exciting talent on offense, and Cousins could help unlock that potential while mentoring the younger QBs on the roster. That veteran leadership might be exactly what the Browns need to stay competitive in a tough AFC. And with Stefanski calling the shots, familiarity and chemistry could fast-track the team's progress. So to recap, the Browns might be ready to move on from the uncertainty at quarterback, cutting ties with Shedeur Sanders and making a bold trade for Kirk Cousins. This move would give Cleveland a stable option under center, reunite Cousins with a coach he knows well, and inject some confidence into a franchise eager to turn the page. Is this the right move for the Browns? Time will tell, but if you are a Browns fan, buckle up. 2025 could be one wild ride. What do you think about the Browns potentially trading for Kirk Cousins? Would you be okay with Shedeur Sanders getting cut? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear your take. If you're hyped for more NFL news and analysis, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for the latest updates, and share this video with your fellow football fans. Let's keep the conversation going. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.